Let me bring up my guy. I got to bring up my man. My dog, what's happening, big bro?
Ain't nothing, man. What's going on with you?
How you feel? What are your thoughts on this?
I got a question.
Look like the beard gang is here. All right. Beard gang. I shouldn't have shaved down my beard. I'm letting it grow back out. Grizzly style. Grizzly style.
Really, about the whole...
Well, first, before you ask the question,
all right.
Is my numbers accurate when it comes to YouTube? In your opinion?
I mean, it's complicated. I'll say that because it depends on your channel. It depends on what kind of content you're doing. If you're bringing people on and you're trying to pay them, it could be weird. You could bring somebody on and then it could do very well. You make a lot of money, or it may not do very well. And if you're guaranteeing them a certain amount of money, that could work to their benefit, because whether they win or lose, they still get paid. But the numbers is all over the place. But that goes to my question. He says there was a revenue split, 70-30. 70 would go to Pearl and 30% would go to him. But the question that I've not really seen answered is that 70% of his channel's ad revenue, or is it 70% of the content that he makes on Pearl's channel? Now, if it's his ad revenue on his channel, that's a terrible deal. I'm not giving anybody any of my ad revenue as far as a percentage on my channel. This is
what he said. Hold on. Let me play a little bit more of the video real quick. I'm gonna do it. Because he said that she was creating a show for her channel.
Okay. Now, but if you hear
it had nothing to do with his channel.
If you hear the video, he's talking about ad revenue in my channel. I heard those words.
Let me play it. Let me play it one more time. Let me see if I can get it up. Hold on. I want to make sure that I'm
I got the broke man's cup.
Let me see if I can get it back up.
You know I'm straight.
Before we even get... What happened during that interview with Nick Fuentes? So when you have a colonial mindset, and I worked for that fee, I have never signed to the Just Pearly Things network. I have always been an independent. Pearl has known that, and I have known that. And so anytime I worked with Pearl, we had agreed a fee, and I worked for that fee. I have never been signed to the Just Pearly Things contracts. However, she has signed a few Africans, namely King Riches and Auntie Jenny. Now, I have no problem with a King Riches or an Auntie Jenny. However, if we look at the contracts that they signed, you would understand the reason why I use the term colonization and colonial. Now, myself and Pearl sat down to have a conversation, and she expressed to me that she wanted to do a new segment for her show.
There you go.
Now, but see, okay, that's for her show, but he's not getting into the contract part yet. You see what I'm saying? Like her show and then the contract part, as far as the money, are two different things.
Well, but to answer your question, it sounds like that he's saying that she wants to create a new segment for her show, not on his channel. This is completely separate from his channel.
I mean,
so any revenue that's generated on her channel from his show is split 70-30.
That's what would make sense, but that's not what he's saying. That's not what I heard him say. And this is the reason why I asked the question, to get clarity, because logically, if there's a show on her channel that he's on, the revenue split will be on her channel, but that's not what he's saying. That's not what I heard.
Well, I'll tell you what. Pearl, if you in a chat.
Hey, yo, man, I'm just going to say it. Hopefully it don't come off as rude. I do not like what Anton keep doing with his wrist. He needs to stop that. Stop flopping your wrist around. This nigga, put some muscles in that motherfucker. Like, put some muscles in your wrist.
You hit the link and come up and clarify this for us, just so we can be clear. Because what I'm hearing is that he wanted to create a new show. Well, that's what he said for her. Oh, let me just double check to make sure.
However, if we look at the contracts that they signed, you would understand the reason why I use the term colonization and colonial. Now, myself and Pearl sat down to have a conversation, and she expressed to me that she wanted to do a new segment for her show. In that segment, she said that she would like me to present a topical news show on a day-to-day basis.
Sounds like it's her channel.
But
It sounds like it's for her
You gotta let
channel.
him finish.
You got to let him finish.
Okay, let me go ahead. Let me keep playing.
So
Tell
I
me
said,
when you want me to
okay,
stop.
no problem. Talk to me. What are we talking about? And
She's
she
saying, "Oh,
said
no,
she
on his
would want
channel."
me within her studio 4 days per week. I said, okay, from what
Hold on,
time?
hold on.
She
Right
said
there.
from 10 in the
She's right there. No, his channel. So I was right.
It was his
So-
channel.
She wants 70% of his ad rev.
Mm-hmm.
Anton, would you ever do anything
No.
like that? Would you tell anybody to do anything like that? Even if they're just starting out, they just getting the channel cracking, they got 100,000 subs. Would you tell anybody to give up
God
70%
damn.
of their ad rev on their
70% of your channel. Damn. So technically what she's trying to do, she's trying to get money, like 70% off of the fact that you're going to be using her studio. And that's really about it. Because if it was put on her channel, you could somewhat make it make sense. Because, you know, your 1 million subscribers going to be clicking my video as well. So I'm going to just get some money off of that. But damn, if you're talking about off of my channel, motherfucker, my channel ain't even that big. And you want 70%? Hell no, I wouldn't do that. You drunk as hell.
channel?
It depends. It depends.
And if you continue, you said there was a contract for 3 years
Mm-hmm.
of 70% of your channel's ad revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way. I rather would just be a contract worker if I was going to work with her and get
Well,
paid.
you saying that because you make a significant amount of money on your channel.
Even before, like when I was
So if you were making zero, let's say you were making $1,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you making $1,000 a month total,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of these content creators ain't making much more than that.
Mhm.
You making $1,000
He's talking about me.
a month total. For 3 years, you can grow your channel and you can make a significant amount of revenue without actually incurring the cost of growing that channel. Does that change the terms of the deal?
No, it doesn't, because I already been there. Like when I was at 5,000 subs, 10,000 subs, I was getting offers. Okay, come over here. And it was all
It would have been different. Like, how can I explain? I know you can always pull it like the Plies way of it. Yes, I'm going to bring in music. Give me a second. I'm going to bring music in because it's like the easiest way for me to explain it. You can always do it like Plies. It's like, if you signed a deal, if you signed a deal where, I was like, 3 years. I don't want 3 years. I want to sign a deal about a certain amount of episodes. If it was a certain amount of episodes you signed, then you just start pushing them shits out fast as possible. Just start pushing them out. Cause then you get to use her studio and everything and all that stuff for like your benefits, and you're not locked in. Like 3 years. Pearl would make like 5 videos. She like, all you that means you gotta do is like do 3 hours a day. Yeah, I just Plies it. That's what I would did. But shit, 3 years, hell nah. Don't you pick no just time. I ain't picking no goddamn time. And then, damn, what if you don't? What if your show don't make no money for 3 years? You can't even leave. You might as well just give up on YouTube. Damn.
always want a percentage of your channel. I had foresight back then that I'd be here right now, and I knew that it didn't make any sense, especially.
But you were betting on yourself in the future, is what you're saying, though. You were betting on the idea that you can grow your own content without any kind of help whatsoever.
Yes, and that's what happened.
And that's a different conversation.
But still, but would you, like, if somebody came to you for advice and it says, Anton, you know, I'm trying to get my channel growing, I'm trying to get cracking, and then somebody wants me to come on their network, on their platform, and they can help me, but they want 70% of my ad rev, would you say that's a good deal for a 3-year contract? Would you advise them to do that?
It depends. It depends on the actual contract, and it depends on the situation. Like, I'll give you an example. There's YouTube game is similar to the music game. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
It can be if people operate that way, where the whole 360
I just did it.
deal, all that kind of stuff. It can be like that.
Because there's a lot of people that sign over into a lot of different networks and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And they do these deals in which the network actually have to share in the revenue that they're generating on their channel in order to be able to cover costs, in order to justify them signing over there in the first place, right? In return, you get more marketing, you get more visibility, and your channel grow, and hopefully you make more money as a result of it, right?
That's what they say. I used to get those emails all the time. They would say, hey,
I get them too.
But I already knew from the beginning, I'm not giving up no ad rev. Like, I'll pay you. I'd rather would just pay you money. Even I got to put it on the credit card. I'd rather would just pay you money if you want to do certain things from my channel. If you want to help with marketing.
I don't let y'all know right now. Don't take what he just said. Don't do that. Don't put it on the credit card. Don't do it on the credit card. That nigga's crazy. Don't you do that. You put that shit on a credit card, the niggas hit you with that fucking interest rate. You already know it. Not trying to be rude, but you know, as black people, that's what the fuck they try to use on us. They get us with interest rate. Don't you use that credit card. Shit, I'll pay you. I save up the money and pay you. Fuck that.
A promotion or whatever, I'll give you a fee that way. I'm not giving you no ad rev because I can make $1,000 a month right now, but then I have one video that goes viral and I go from making $1,000 a month to 10,000, 20,000, 100,000.
No, I agree with you. I don't disagree with you even a little bit. I'm not.
He's right about that. Whew. Will hurt your soul. I'm making $20,000. Yeah, this motherfucker get 70%. Goddamn.
Doing it either because I'm willing to bet on myself.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet on myself though. But most people don't have the work ethic that we have. They don't have the consistency that we have. Most people are going to fail without the help, which is why a lot of rappers and why a lot of musicians and why a lot of them, they sign to a major music label because they unwilling to do the marketing themselves. They unwilling to hire the help. They unwilling to put in the time. They unwilling to be consistent. And
they're not willing to do all that stuff. They don't got the money. What are you talking about? Let's say unwilling to do the marketing. What's the marketing? You know how much it costs? The marketing for music? Nigga, you gotta pay for all these social media people to play. You gotta pay for all these social media people, especially now. You gotta pay all those TikTok big people to dance to your music. YouTube, you gotta pay people to react to your songs. You have to literally flood yourself in social media. That's money. What is he talking about? All that he was just stating was money. Let me go back to hear him again. See.
A lot of them, they sign to a major music label because they unwilling to do the marketing themselves.
That's money.
They unwilling to hire the help.
That's money.
They unwilling to put in the time. They unwilling.
Time is money.
To be consistent, and they
consistent was like the only thing.
Need somebody to actually give them the studio.
No, that's not even true. Consistency is the studio. Well, he was just about to say it, but nigga, you just brought up a lot of money. YouTube is different now that you brought it. No, thank you. You just made me understand somewhat. It's unless you build your own studio. YouTube stuff, yeah. If you build your own studio, it is completely different. It's not different. Nope. I'm back to my point again. Yeah, it's the same. It's just that all you just brought up is money. Nigga ain't got the money. What the fuck you supposed to do? Go get you want to go get a job, stuff. Yeah. I guess you could do that. You go get a job and buy all the shit. But you know right now that marketing gonna be a goddamn motherfucker.
Make sure they're in the studio, take care of business, make sure that stuff get edited properly, so on and so forth. And that's why me and you ain't never going to have to worry about whether or not we making money on YouTube or any other platform, because we're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. Most other people do not even upload consistent enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you.
My computer broke. That was my fault. That was my computer. Guess what? If I was signed, they would give me another computer the next fucking day. Nah, talking to me like that, Antony. I call him Antony. It was a diss.
I understand that, but see, because ultimately, if you're giving out ad revenue, you're paying them to do certain things.
Correct.
Why not just pay them directly rather than giving up ad revenue? Like, I could understand, like,
because they're not generating no ad revenue right now with the platform that they have.
Like what I was saying, you put it on the credit card. I rather would go in debt. It makes more sense financially to go in debt to pay people to do certain things than it does to give up your ad revenue for a 3-year contract. Just financially, it makes more sense. If you need these people to do certain things for you, pay them directly, even if you got to go in the hole, even if you got to go in the red. Do it that way. That makes more sense because you're going to pay regardless. Make the better financial decision.
I agree. If you're going to put in the work.
And I think,
nigga, you're just assuming that the nigga ain't gonna put in the work. You don't hear what you're saying? You just assume. First off, let's get one thing straight. My nigga, if you wasn't gonna put in the work, you wouldn't advise them to do it. Like, why are you making that grin like you made a point? That's like somebody saying, yeah, go ahead, you could go be a rapper. Go ahead, be a rapper. You think them niggas gonna sign you if you don't put in the work? Maybe you're just talking about ASAP Rocky, like the lucky nigga, like he did one song and it just blew up. Yeah, that usually don't happen. That don't usually happen. Most of these rappers, they was rapping, they did multiple songs, and then it was cool in their neighborhood, and then everybody was like, yeah, I like them. And then soon later one song did good somehow, and then now niggas try to then somebody from like a small record label, which is usually a city record label, if I had to explain, it'd be like Slip and Slide. They will sign you, and then when they sign you, you got somewhat of backing to make music, and after you do that, that's when the big record label shows up. Then they try to pick you up, but you have to wait till you're done with Slip and Slide, which is not gonna be long, but didn't. It's like, why are you making that face like you made a point? Nigga, it's almost guaranteed you have to have work ethic, or guess who you gonna be? Trinidad James. Where is he? Oh, God.
I think that's what his whole thing was about, because and once he goes further in the video, he's talking about all that kind of stuff. So
here's the question that we have to ask ourselves, though.
Yeah.
Who's holding up a gun to his head to say that he have to sign it? A, and
That's
then
true.
B, why can't he renegotiate? And if he don't like the terms, just say no. Because the one thing that I've never done, because I've gotten these type of emails and
Technically, that's gonna just go off of that thing. What's that shit called? That nigga they arrested. You know, the producer dude who was sleeping with the women, but so they could get acting positions, but they arrested him because they say he was using his power on people. Technically, that's what she's doing. If we're gonna go off of that, but depends on if we consider that a crime. I don't think it's a crime. So I don't think what she did was a crime. I think there's, so yeah, that's what I think. I think there was no guns hold to that nigga head, but I think everybody else who think that other nigga did a crime, you need to acknowledge she did a crime, then.
deals, and people reach out, hey, listen, I want to be a part of it. We gonna put our machine behind you and help you grow and all of that. And I say, no, I'm good. You know, I'm straight. I'm gonna just do whatever it is.
Nigga, fix your wrist. God damn. Stop doing this with your wrist. Respectfully, brother.
That I need to do. I'll hire who I need to hire, get coaching, get consultants, whatever it is that I got to do. I got my own editors. I got everything, right? The one thing that I've never done is I've never thrown somebody under the bus by saying, this is what they gave, this is what they offer me, and whatever, so on and so forth. I've never done that.
Right. Now,
and that's the thing. It's like, oh, now this is convenient for you to do now, because this is the gravy train that's being.
I have always had a dream to be a special education teacher, but finances were a struggle.
I'm letting y'all know right now. I want to pay for the YouTube thing so they stop showing commercials, but I am so cheap. I don't know why. I'm just cheap. I need to fix that.
Highlighted right now when you worked with me, and he literally said, okay, she paid me a fee this amount of time. So you was cool with it all this time. And you was cool with her and you worked with her, even though you said that allegedly you saying that you thought she was a colonizer and all of this other type of stuff. But you helped her and you used your platform and helped to blow her up and all of this other type of stuff. But now it's a problem, and now we want to do.
And I think it became a problem because when she offered him it, he was like, okay, all right, I fucks with you. Let's see what happens. But then once you gave him the deal, I was like, this is the deal? This sounds like a shitty deal. Didn't you say I was the high end? Yeah. You got niggas lower than this deal you're offering them? Like, yeah. I don't know I fucks with this. I don't even want to do business with you like that. If this is what you're doing. You put niggas in 360 deals. You're putting ignorant people in 360 deals. And I think that's what he was trying to make them understand. And I know, Anton, you're not pro-black, but he is. So he don't like the fact that you're putting black people in 360 deals. So that's from being pro-black and pan-African. It's gonna fuck with your soul. You contributing to that.
Do all of this. That's the part that I think is disingenuous.
I mean, I'm with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. I think that this whole situation is blowing up and people are kind of like picking their sides, and now they're just airing out grievances they already had.
Now, I think what it is that we could say it's a coincidence, like, all right, you got a point right there, but it don't change the fact that, hey, oh my nigga, you did what you did, and now it looks like you was preparing to lie about it. He's like, no, I'm not gonna let you lie about it. Why didn't you say before? Would anybody have cared? People care now. It's called opportunist. I get to be opportunist. Motherfuckers, that's what she was doing. She was being opportunist. Niggas ain't got no money. Let me get these niggas, make some money off of them. That's opportunist. Shit, nigga, I'm just playing your game.
Or things that might not have been grievances before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on that part. Like that, I agree with you. And I think that this was kind of predictable because having the Nick Fuentes guy on, that opened the can of worms.
Of course it did.
Yeah, a lot of these things were kind of under wraps. People had little things they were feeling inside and didn't say anything. And I was like, okay, now I got the opportunity, for whatever the reason may be, to go out and say things. But I think just my question was about the contract specifically. Now, his motives for airing out dirty laundry are a different story. But the actual contract and that whole thing, that'd be my concern. And I want to tell anybody that's out there listening, if you're a YouTuber, please take my advice. Maybe you might not be too ambitious, maybe, but don't do a deal like that. The reason why he put it out there is a different story. He may be self-serving. Doesn't really matter. Don't sign that.
Yeah, I wouldn't sign that.
I don't know. I think that they should.
It depends. It really depends. I was like, I'm telling you, if that deal was gay, yeah, I know you right. Don't sign that deal. That right there, I'll leave that point and don't sign that deal. But if you told me, I just got to give you, like, I'll be like this. How about I give you 50 videos? 50. Yeah. Oh, you do sister. Yeah, I'm thinking long term, my nigga. I'm trying to use your machine in marketing just to boost me up, and I can see this story. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this is gonna sound bad, but I might just give you 25 shitty videos. I might give you 25 shitty videos. But I understand what he's still saying. What he's saying is still true. I really would not advise anybody, unless they have a real game plan, to take that deal. Like a real one.
Sign some certain deals, depending on if they can negotiate it better.
No,
maybe not necessarily a 70-30.
No.
I don't think, but here's the terms. Here's the other side of it though, Brian, Anthony. The thing about it is, they're not also taking what people that then say it, because you understand this and I understand it, right? But a lot of people, because you a machine, you your own thing, you put your own money in or whatever like that. For me, I got different segments. I got a whole studio. I got editors. I got, a whole team behind me of different people that do certain things. That
Not me.
answer all of the emails. They go out and find sponsorships. They do all of these different things on a regular basis. What people are also not taking into consideration is, okay, to what extent are you doing this, right? Because if you're going to do all your own editing, if you're going to use this studio, or are you going to use your own studio as a result of it, right? Are you going to use my editors? Are you going to use my marketing machine? Are you going to use the same people that do all of my shorts and all of this other type of stuff? I think that stuff come with a cost that the artists are not necessarily willing to incur either.
That's the point. That's fucking point.
Because let's just say, for example, we say, okay, let's do a 70-30 in your favor. You get 70% of the revenue, I get 30% of the revenue, right? In that instance, will you then are we only splitting the cost? Are we only splitting the revenue after the cost that's associated with it? I mean, because we need to take out the cost of all of this stuff that it takes in order to produce this show. And then that's when we split the profit, not the revenue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, personally,
I guess that right there is sound like a point, but the thing is, if you taking all that out, like pretty much I'm paying you for all that stuff anyways, then what's the 30 for? What was the 30 for? Like, what do you get 30% for then? Only make like, to me it don't make no sense. Maybe somebody could explain it to me, but I know I can't make it make sense. I give you 30% even though I paid for all your stuff. I paid for your editors. I paid for your marketing. I paid for the everything. What's the 30%? Because you're nice? I can't make it make sense.
I wouldn't even operate like that. But I know some people would, but me, nah, I would just say, hey, okay, if I need an editor, how much? I'll pay. I'm not giving you no percentage. Now, if I give you a percentage, really, I'm looking out for you. I'm not, but I wouldn't do that. I would just pay what is appropriate and have that. So everybody's on the same page. Okay, you want X amount? I give you X amount. That's it. Ain't gonna be no.
Well, you paying a consulting fee. Basically, you paying you 1099 and them. You saying, yo, listen, I'm gonna pay you for your service, and when the job is done, then it's over.
So contractor, yeah, take 1099. That'd be it. We're not gonna be. I'm not.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. I
do the same thing. So I think that you're absolutely right, but I do think that some people need help. I do. I think it's a lot of people that need help that want to blow up in this space, and they're not really prepared to do all of the work that come along with it. They're not going to do the 14-hour days. They're not going to create their own thumbnails. They're not doing none of that stuff, and that's why it's so hard.
Do all of that stuff. That's just annoying.
For a lot of these content creators to blow up, or for them to even make any kind of money on YouTube in the first place. And so they'd rather take 100% of nothing than 50% of something.
Hey man, I think we agree, but also not on the same page as far as how the money will be paid. You're saying the percentage will be okay because somebody's not making no money. So they give up a percentage, they can begin to make money. That's like the music industry type thing from the 90s, the TLC deal. When they had
I don't think that the percentage should be that low. I think that the percentage.
If your business kept employees on payroll throughout the pandemic, Innovation Refunds can see if it may qualify for a payroll tax refund.
Y'all ain't gonna make
me. All it takes is 8 minutes to.
Should be more.
I'm letting you know right now, they ain't gonna make. I do it again. Do another commercial. I know I ain't gonna pay for y'all YouTube no commercial shit, and that's just off of bitterness, bitch.
Or closer to at least 50-50. Or 60-40 in your favor, 70-30 in your favor.
It should be the other way around at best.
No, I think it should be like 60%. You make the 60%, and then me as the producer make the 40%. The problem, though, is that I think where we get mixed up is I think that should come after the profit. I think we should be splitting the profit. You can get the lion's share of anything if it's the profit. But I think that for me to have to suffer because if I take a loss on a cost, you're not going to reimburse me for that.
But see, that's the whole thing behind these contracts. That's like the whole point. That's the whole point behind the Pearly Things and all the other people, music industry contracts.
Yeah.
They give you the whole percentage thing because it's like the old Don King philosophy. He'll give you a certain amount of money regardless of whether you make or lose. But ultimately, it's like a casino. He's going to win in the end. He'll give you a guarantee. He'll give you a percentage, but ultimately, he'll make more than what he normally would if he just paid you outright.
But he's taking all the risk. It's a strong possibility that he won't make money from that.
And he's benefiting from the risk because he can make more in the end.
I'll tell you this. It's been a lot of people that I invest.
Not gonna lie to you. That nigga confused the shit out of me, but it sound right. Maybe he got me with his fucking hands gestures, but he confused the shit out of me.
And that lost me money.
Yeah.
A lot of people who I paid and I said, listen, I'm gonna make sure that you.
I don't know. I know I heard a man who said, you say you be paying people, Antony. I'm not, no disrespect, brother. No disrespect. But I say, just people say you been pay. You say you be paying them, but you don't be paying them. But you be giving nigga like $100 and shit like that. I was like, if that's what you call an investment, yeah, boy, I can invest in a lot of niggas. I would do all types of investment. I started an investment fraternity. All you niggas get $100. No disrespect.
Get here. I'm gonna make sure that you're taken care of. I fly people first class. I give them the best 5-star hotels. They don't have no cost. They got a driver. They ride in the Mercedes, the S class, and all of that. The 2023, the whole 9 yards. And I lose on the end of it, which is cool because.
Are you talking about like actual content creator people that you was expecting them to make content for you to make you money? Or are you talking about people you paid to do an interview for and the interview didn't do what you thought it was going to do? Because I don't think those two things are the same. Me paying for a worker, like, give me a second. Oh, hold the fuck up. Give me a second. I gotta think. All right. How do I go back to this shit? Here you go. Okay, yeah. You paying for a worker is not like, I think, yeah. So if you pay for this person to do this job, you gotta. Even when I thought about it, I can't fucking make no sense. I don't think it's the same thing though. Content creator, yeah. I need you to do this right here, and this is gonna make me money. Yeah. Interview, yeah. You do this thing. I kind of understand it, but no, I think they're like this. They're like two different things. I'm gonna stand on that until somebody can explain it to me. Start, bitch. So upset.
Also understand that, it may be a loss leader. It also creates the space for me to be able to create more credibility for myself to get other people that I actually really, really want on a platform. And it's a lot of other factors that I take into consideration, marketing, all of that stuff. So I can lose on this front because I'm making so much money on this side, or I'm making so much money in the other business that I'm willing to invest for, 2 to 3 years into this one, even if I'm losing money, because I see where it's a path to profitability on the other side of that. But in the meantime, I'm getting my ass kicked.
That's just the risks. You can't make money if you don't take risks.
Right. I mean, but you see what the benefit of sometimes losing money is. Like, you might bring somebody on, that particular show, that particular podcast might lose you money, but you got a lot of visibility from that, which helps you to go do other things and make more money from that.
Yeah.
So everything you do goes into the same pot of money. Ultimately, I mean, if you're going to have it in your name, whatever it is, you're going to be able to profit from that. That's the whole risk. You lose on some, you win on others, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you're still in the green. That's the objective.
Yeah. A lot of people in the chat saying, Anton, when I take that deal, well, you can't use me because I'm the person that give out the deals. I'm not the person that take deals. You know what I'm saying? I'm the person that build platforms. I'm not the person that needed one.
You know the fuck they talking about. They talking about before when you got started. Don't act like your ass came in this bitch like big dog. You ain't like, I can't stand. Stop flexing, nigga.
Built for me. And so I think that
Respectfully.
you're absolutely right. I don't know. I think it's I don't know, it's different. I think every situation is different. Okay, so let me ask you a question then. Why do you think that all the tools that we have today, social media, going direct to consumer, being able to monetize on your own, you can create your own site, you can go on a Patreon, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. A lot of these people, why do you think that people still take deals? Whether it's in the music industry or the content creation.
It's another tool.
They don't know any better. It's ignorance, really. They just don't know. So just like, for example.
No, it's a tool. It's a tool. I don't think, what, people not understand that? Well, I guess they don't understand the music. I just explained what Plies did. The nigga literally take a deal from you. I expect you to do all this shit right here. I give you this much material. Yeah, I'm going to push this shit out no matter how bad it sounds. And the thing is, at the end of it, the shit that you had set pushed me all the way up here. And I didn't ask y'all to spend a dime, but time. And technically, nigga, if I'm broke, I got plenty of time if I ain't got the money. So they'll say it's a tool. Just use it as a tool. If you're trying to use it like it's a lifestyle, failure. Tool. Difference.
When you start to get 5,000 subs, 10,000 subs on YouTube, you're going to start to get these messages, these emails from MCNs, multi-channel network, full screen, broad screen, whatever they are. And they say, hey, you know what? We can help you with a lot of different things on YouTube. We can power your videos, get you more views. We can fight content strikes for you. But we need 20% of your ad revenue. Now, if you don't know any better, you'll think, hey, that's a good deal. Only 20% of my ad revenue, they can blow me up. I'm trying to invest into myself, make myself better. They don't understand that what's being offered is not.
Are you an insurance agent
I
looking
told
for
you.
a new source of exclusive,
I fucking warned you.
insurance leads?
Y'all missed out, YouTube. You're not getting my money. The monthly, you're not getting now, nigga.
It doesn't require 20% of your ad rev. Okay, fighting strikes on video is something you could do for free on your own on the back end. They just don't have the education to understand what's really going on. And they just want to blow up, so they see an opportunity and they hop on it.
That's true.
But then like for example, let's take something like a network deal, right? Let's say a Stephen A. Smith, right? Or a Skip Bayless or a Shannon Sharp, right?
Yeah.
They don't get a percentage of the revenue that ESPN gets as far as the advertisements and stuff like that, right? They just get a salary. They get whatever that salary is, and then they can't check on whether or not the company is profitable in order to determine what happens on the back end. They literally just take a salary. Now, ESPN, Stephen A. Smith can make $20 million, and then ESPN can make $1 billion. Does Stephen A. Smith need to make more money?
Nah, whatever he can negotiate from ESPN, because that's a company. Like, okay, you're going to Bristol, Connecticut, working for a company. At that point, you're an employee. So it's not the same thing as him starting his own platform. Like if he was a YouTuber, had his own platform, and he was doing that, making money, and then some random company came in and said, we can help you get better, give us a percentage of your revenue, that wouldn't make any sense. But if you're going to go work and be an employee over at ESPN, you can negotiate a salary based upon what you're able to bring to the table, your
Correct.
draw, your view, all of that good stuff.
So if
I was gonna just say, nigga, ain't it just? I don't know why I keep sticking with it. It's time. It's time. Like if I do this for this much time, I can explain. Technically, it's like I'm trying to think about it. Like the real thing is like, well, people. It depends on what do you care more about. let's say, do you really care about building up from the building from the ground up and saying I got something of my own? A lot of people don't care that much about legacy like that. So that's more like a legacy and pride type thing. It's like, oh, so I could just jump in right now making $20 million a year. Yeah. Or I could do the footwork, which means I don't probably be making like $100 million a year, but it's gonna take me like 25 years. Or let's not be, technically that's what it is. I don't want to try to sugarcoat it, but no, it'd be like 25 years. But like, it depends on time. Do you want to wait, or do you want to get farther slow? But hell do I know.
So if she had gave him just a deal and said, listen, I want to pay you this set amount, you still wouldn't have did the deal though.
Well, that's different because
It's different, yeah.
if you want to be like, if she wanted him to be an employee of just Pearly Things and did not want his ad rev, so that's my whole thing. Look, I have my own channel. That's mine. You can't touch that. Now, if I'm gonna come over here and produce content for you on your channel and you pay me to do that, that's totally fine. I still have my own channel. The problem is she wanted 70% of the revenue on his channel. Don't touch my channel. I can work for you on your platform and get paid from what I do on your platform, but
That
I
makes
still keep
sense.
my platform too.
So why didn't he just say, listen, why don't we create a whole new platform and then we do the split on that platform? I stay on my side, you stay on your side, and then whatever it is that's generated right here, this is whatever the split is that I want to negotiate that we have, and then we can partner on it, right? And then whatever happens after that.
Well, I don't know about all the details.
Well, I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm saying as a part of my negotiation, if I want to keep my stuff separate, right? That's what I did for every single thing that I've done, right? When we created the Lapeef Network, I said, listen, we gonna partner on this. We gonna split the revenue, whatever it is that we gonna split it. We gonna incur all of the costs, and then anything that we make after that, this is what it is that we gonna do, right? Whatever, after all of the salaries we pay, after the consulting fees, after the lawyers, after everything that we got to do, that's completely separate. He went off and he created his own thing. I already had my platform, but I helped to use my platform in order to get that one started from the very beginning, right? But it's completely separate than what it is that we doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Lapeef Let's Talk is not the same as Anton Daniels. Like,
Correct. But
But
Lapeef Let's Talk benefits from Anton Daniels.
Yeah, but y'all can cross promote, but it ain't gonna be no double dipping. Like,
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what was gonna happen.
But see, my only problem, and I agree with you. We not disagreeing at all. My problem is then become a better negotiator or say that I don't want to do it, but don't then come afterwards and then throw me under the bus. You know what I'm saying? If this is not what, because that shows his integrity. His integrity for me is compromised because I would never offer a person like that a contract or want to do business with him in the first place, because how do I know that you're not going to go straight to the internet and then tell everything that is that we was talking about on the back end that wasn't even supposed to be for the general public?
If you have shitty deals, my nigga, what are you talking about? If you don't have shitty deals, people gonna be like this. That's just greedy. But like, you're being greedy. The deal, that sounds nuts. It sounds like, once again, Mr. Antoni, no offense, it sounds like you make bad deals. If you didn't make a bad deal, that's like a girl going and telling on, I say, oh man, this is how he is in bed. Nigga, if you ain't shitty in bed, are you really gonna be that upset about this thing? I say, you should have kept quiet about it. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, you should have heard. I was like, you should have seen. All Shaquille do is like nasty, slow strokes. And he eats me out. I was like, okay, was it a bad thing? Yeah, he also he does all types of freaky shit. Like, you're not saying nothing bad about me at all. It's different. You go out and you lie. If you lie, that's a different. If nigga didn't lie and you don't make bad deals, nigga don't mean nothing. Let's say your integrity. Shit, it sound like you're a shitty nigga. It sound like you try to hide bad deals and get niggas while they're desperate.
You got a good point there. I mean, I agree with you 100%. Like I was saying,
I
think
don't.
this whole situation with Nick Fuentes, like I said, open the can of worms, and now everybody want to air their grievance. This should have been a private matter. I agree with you 100% on that as far as his character putting it out there. But even if there's nefarious motives behind him saying it, what he's saying is still something that should be looked at and examined and say, hey, that's not
absolutely. I think it's a learning experience. Absolutely. I think it's 100% a learning experience. But I also like it that most people would be willing to bet on themselves, because I don't believe that most people can compete. I
don't think most people wouldn't bet on themselves. I'll take that. I would not agree with that. I would never say most people are willing to bet on themselves if literally only 10% of people make like $80,000. Like, if only 10% make like that, most people aren't willing to bet on themselves. Shit, based off me just finding out, my nigga, you can make $80,000 in like 3 years. 3 years if you open up a business. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what the business is, because nigga, you have to pay me for that. But like nigga, I went up $60,000 to I went up $60,000 within a year without doing shitty business to people. So if I did this business shit where they talking about that, like, oh man, hey, you should keep it quiet, my nigga, I can arguably say you can go up $100,000 within a year and a half. No. Mistake that. I take that shit back. It's 2 years. 2 years you can go up. Whatever you're starting at, you can go up 60,000 in 2 years. Shitty business, you can go up $100,000 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. Especially if you do consulting. Pay niggas with money to teach you how to get money. And I'm talking about with bad credit. I got fucked up credit. 2 years. Shitty business, $100,000. Because niggas don't get like you know what I'm saying. People don't understand that they're in a bad deal. Niggas don't understand they're in bad deals while they're in bad deals. They get niggas while they're desperate, and then they just keep cycling through desperate niggas. That's all I just seen. That's all I'm hearing right now. But still, man, the hell is wrong with you, Anton? All you just did was promote bad business. I believe, respectfully. Oh, you know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.